Wake up, my people. Wake up from your slumber. John chapter 5, verse 43 says, I come in my Father's name, and you receive me not. If another come in his own name, him you will receive. John chapter 14, verse 15 says, if you love me, you will keep my commandments. So where have we gotten that we don't have to keep God's law and the commandments are done away with, and that's just legalism? Yahusha came to fulfill the law, not to abolish the law. The commandments still stand. The only thing that Yahuah did was through his grace was when he sent his son Yahusha was to make him the ultimate sacrifice, so we no longer have to sacrifice by blood, which what they used to do in the Old Testament, sacrifice animals for everybody's sin. That is over with. However, don't mean you get to eat pork. Don't mean that you get to eat the bottom feeders. Don't mean you get to do what you want. Don't mean you get to don't keep the Sabbath. But let me show you how all of this has came into how Christianity is rooted in paganism. In 1325 AD, Constantine came up with the creed for this religion that you follow called Christianity. Let's check this out. In order to profess and be a Christian and to believe in JC, you had to say this creed. And again, I do not have anything to do with this creed. I'm a follower of Yahuah, and I believe in his son that he sent, Yahusha, Yahuah. But I am saying this just so you can be knowledgeable and understand where the misleading, where the false doctrine, where the paganism, where the idolatry and everything came from, and how JC is not the Messiah of the Hebrew scriptures and not the Messiah. This is what Constantine's creed says. All Christian leaders had to declare this creed and become part of Constantine's Christian religion, the religion of Jesus the Christ. This is what they had to say. I renounce all customs, rite, legalism, unleavened breads, and sacrifices of lambs of the Hebrews, and all other feasts of the Hebrews, sacrifices, prayers, aspirations, purifications, sanctifications, and appropriation, and fasts, and new moons, and Sabbaths, and superstition, and hymns, and chants, and observance, and synagogues. Absolutely everything Jewish, every law, rite, custom, and if afterwards I shall wish to deny and return to Jewish superstition, or shall be found eating with the Jews, or feasting with them, or secretly conversing and condemning the Christian religion instead of openly confuting them and condemning their vain faith, then let the trembling of Cain and the leprosy of Gehazi cleave to me, as well as the legal punishment to which I acknowledge myself liable, and may I be anathema in the world to come, and may my soul be sat down with Satan and the devils. Look, check this out. I accept all custom rites, legalism, feasts, and Roman sacrifices, prayers, purification with water, sanctification by Pontifex Maximus, the high priest of Rome, appropriations and feasts, and the new Sabbath, the day of the sun, Sunday, Jesus worship, the Lord's days, also known as Baal. Baal is the Lord, and so is Jesus. All new chants, observances, holidays of the Christians, and all foods and drinks of the Romans. In other words, I absolutely accept everything Roman, every new law, breaking the laws and commandments of Yahuah, rites and customs, Christmas and Easter in Rome, and the new Roman religion, Christianity. This is what Christianity is based off of. If I can shake anybody to wake them up, let them who have ears hear. This is what Christianity is based off of. And so the sheep have been led astray and scattered, but Yahuah is bringing his truth out so that we can wake up and come out of her. He is gathering his sheep, and he's going to bring us into the promised land. But he says, obey me and keep my commandments. Remember the Sabbath and keep it holy. This is what Christianity is based off of. People in the Christian faith don't even know what these things are because they've been led astray by the pastors, the priests, whoever, the teachers, the false prophets, believing that they don't have to keep the commandments and consider it to be legalism. We are followers of Yahuah, and we do his commandments because we love him. Because we love him. That's why we do his commandments. His commandments are not grievous, nor are they hard. It's not hard for you not to eat pork. It's not hard for you not to eat the bottom feeders. It's not hard for you to keep the Sabbath. He tell you don't eat those unclean things because he made those to clean up things. Okay? Keep our body a temple. He tells us how to do life righteous. So we have to be found righteous in his sight. And following the way is hard. They're going to think you crazy. They're going to think you out of your mind because they've been force-fed to believe. And this is the religion of our ancestors because they went to worship false gods. But I tell you that Yahuah is bringing his people out. Yahusha is the Messiah. If you will seek him diligently with your whole heart, he will reveal himself unto you. And yes, you may say, well, wonderful works have happened in the name of JC. And that's because Yahuwah's favor has been all over you and because he's seen your heart. But there comes a time where you're not on milk anymore and you're on meat, and he wants meat, and he wants to reveal himself unto you in deep matters. Okay. And here's one. Come out of your Christianity. Come out from your religion. Come out and read the scriptures for yourselves. The scriptures, not the ones that's been tainted, but the scriptures. Is what the scriptures, okay? Yada Yahuah, Yahusha, Hamashiach, Baruch, Yahuah. And as he gives it to me, I will deliver it to you.